Let's call a spade, right? The best team in football against the worst team in football. Let's change the narrative, right? Let's go out there and make it a dog fight. Let's make it ugly. Let's make it scrappy. It's Black Friday. Let's create a little chaos. Let's get back to Raider football and have some fun and some personality. Let it loose.
All right, Kmart, I want to come to you. Do you feel like Antonio Pierce's comments were too transparent, or do you love his honesty?
I like it, except I don't think he believes it. I think that's more of a motivational tactic for his players. I think, listen, Rex Ryan, a guy I covered as a beat writer, he was the king of, it's us against everybody else. And I think that is what Antonio Pierce is sort of honing in on. He doesn't think his team is the worst team in football. Their record isn't good, but he doesn't think that. But he understands that's what you do in a locker room. Damien, you can speak to this. You bring in the outside. They don't think we're any good. The media said this. We're going to put this. Look who picked us. No one. And that's sort of what coaches do. What you already, this Thanksgiving, give me, what? What's going on? What's the matter, Steve?
He's transparent, too transparent, but it ain't motivation. He really feels it because he's watching his team play. He knows they're not good. He ain't lying. He's not lying. When he says it's the worst team in football, he truly believes his team is the worst team in football. They've lost 7 straight. I don't blame him. Gardner Minshew is going to be out, all right? You got to go to Aiden O'Connell or whatever. I mean, he's looking at certain things and stuff. And he's like, we're not very good. The reason that I would say ability do you deserve for us being so bad?
That is fair.
And that begs the question. Now, I don't know the answer to that question, Damien. I'll leave that to you because I haven't paid but so much attention to the Las Vegas Raiders because they are what I expected them to be, and I have better things to do with my time, meaning other teams to watch. But I will tell you that, when you see some of the players that they've had, who've walked out the door, who obviously, wanted, Devontae Adams, comes to mind, and wanting to get the hell up out of there and what have you. You just get a sense that Antonio Pierce was supposed to have a better pulse on the players. I like him. I'm happy he got the head coaching job. I root for him. He used to work here at ESPN. I respect the brother. But when you get that head coaching job, it's believed, and I say this particularly about black coaches a lot, they're hiring you because they want to make sure their belief is that you'll have a better pulse on the players. And when that's not the case, that gets held against you, particularly as a black coach. And nobody else want to say it, but I'm going to say it. It's just the truth. And so as a result of that, you can't have a situation where people are looking at your effort or they're looking at your level of competence. Because when that transpires, that's bad for any coach, but especially a black coach, because there ain't no black owners in the National Football League, owning the National Football League team. And obviously, when these other owners elect to give you an opportunity, their belief is that you're going to resonate in a fashion that others may have difficulty doing. And in Pittsburgh, you got a guy like Mike Tomlin. They made the right call in Pittsburgh, as they usually do with their head coaches. In Houston, with Mika Ryans, they clearly have made the right choice. Other places as well. Some places not so much. These are the kind of things that they say, and that's the only reason I'm saying it publicly, because they do say it a lot privately.
Yeah, listen, Antonio knows how the game is played as far as how to try to motivate his guys. And when you say stuff like that, he knows the players are going to hear what he has to say, and guys are prideful and all that. But I do think there's a little bit of honesty to what he was saying as well. Because at the end of the day, I just looking at his own division, he has Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell as his quarterback. Now you're dealing with Bo Nix, Justin Herbert, and Patrick Mahomes sitting in your own division. Now you hear the Las Vegas Raiders, that is a hell of a mountain to climb to try to gain some relevancy when you got to deal with those quarterbacks in your own division. He's saying it just try to motivate his guys, and obviously we know that the Raiders beat the Chiefs last year on Christmas, but there's some honesty in what he's saying, like, we're a bad team because we don't have a quarterback that can compete with the other teams around the league, especially in our own division.
In fairness, Aiden O'Connell was hurt. I'm not saying now he's back. Now I'm not saying that Aiden O'Connell next to the Bo Nix. Listen, I don't run the Broncos. I didn't tell them start this season with those quarterbacks. You know, it's on them. You know what the division is. You may not know what the Broncos are going to do, but you know Patrick Mahomes is there. You know Justin Herbert was there. That's not a surprise. So, but still, you can't come into, first of all, you can't come into any game as a head coach and publicly feel like in front of your players, yeah, we're not good. Like you just can't do that.
Well, the Raiders had the Raiders
you shouldn't do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Gardner Minshew was out for the rest of the season with a broken collarbone. So it was bad enough when he was in the lineup. Now he ain't.
Yeah. Last word here.
You know the Raiders had the opportunity to draft a quarterback.
They did, Damien.
And
they sure did.
And listen,
Yeah.
Brock Bowers is having a hell of a season. No question. Like he's putting up numbers to be considered for Offensive Rookie of the Year. But again, when you don't have a quarterback, you have no shot.
Isn't Tom Brady a part of that ownership group?
He is.
Raiders?
He is
Yeah.
now.
And he's going to have a lot to say.
He's got to put his stamp on it.